Black and white story in I'm in mine, family. That's right. It's your brother King Simon in the building. It's your brother King Simon in the building. What's up, family? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Yes, I am well. Like I said, I am still in the GA, countryside of the GA, because I didn't know it cost so much to get from where I am to Atlanta. And I took a Uber or Lyft the other day, and it was like $100 and something dollars. But I think on abundance, so it is what it is. I think it was around the wrong time that I took this Lyft or this, but it is what it is. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be with you. We'll be showing my face momentarily, but we got a special show with us today. Myself and the Empress will be in the building. Aisha Amour, waiting for her to come up, and of course, we got some special guests as we're doing a tribute to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the messengers of effect on humanity, featuring one of our guests that been with us before, DeNise Renee Muhammad. She's not only a member of the Nation of Islam, but she's also a aromatherapy specialist, and she is into the holistic health. So using the messengers teachings, but also using various teachings that she's learned from over the years. And I have another special guest, the beautiful wife of Brother Jibriel, because he was going to make it, but he can't make it. He has to work. So I'm sure he's going to be watching it while he's doing it. But his beautiful wife, Nia Muhammad, from out of Montreal, Canada. Woo! And now she lives in New York. So enough respect to her and what she do. And I can't wait to have them on, because everyone, please, once again, please pardon any tech issues. I am in the countryside of GA and Wi-Fi is going in and out. So we're going to see if we're going to make it happen. And of course, we want to make sure everything is good. And like I said, we're going in and out, we're going in and out. But like I said, please pardon any tech issues. I am going in and out because of Wi-Fi issues out here in GA. Can't wait to get to another stable location. But we're going to have a great show today. And we all are praying and meditating that this show will go well as planned. And we're going to have a good time. But first, before we, 5 minutes before the top of the hour, 5 minutes before the top of the hour, and those that are tuned in, big up to y'all, respect to you. Thank you very much. And I want to thank everybody that's tuning in. And we will not allow any trolls in here. So, David, you're kicked out. We're not into any trolls. We're kicking you out of here. I ain't got no time for your trolling bull crap and no disrespect to all of our elders. So, you could take that somewhere else. Go to another station that likes that. So, David Rubby, whatever name that is, please go somewhere with that. As far as sometimes, if you like to speak on madness like that, then that's your problem. Maybe you went through that situation in your life. So, you stay focused. And like I said, this is a no troll zone. I'm going to repeat that: no troll zone. We're going to show respect to someone. A great teacher, a great leader who did his work and made men. Some of y'all wouldn't even know Malcolm X if it wasn't because of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Y'all wouldn't know Dr. Khalid Muhammad if it wasn't because of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You wouldn't know Muhammad Ali if it wasn't because of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You wouldn't know Joe Tex if it wasn't because of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You wouldn't know Minister Farrakhan if it wasn't because of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Like I said, this is a no troll zone. And he would have been 123 years old today. So enough respect to him and his family that's still putting on the work, and all the rest of those that are putting on work and doing what they have to do to make things happen. So enough respect. I do have to before I big up and bring anybody else on, I do have to make sure that I shout out these sponsors that are in the field. I do see Sister Naya. Yes. Our sponsors going straight on. I see people coming back up. Okay, good. I can see y'all. I can see y'all. Don't worry, take your time. Take your time. We're trying to get through these glitches and get through these sponsors. I bring y'all up. Also, let's big up Lloyd Strayhorn. Don't forget world-renowned astronumerologist. And this is a man that Mr. Farrakhan told at WBLS back in the day he was doing another level, a high level of supreme mathematics, able to actually give items and numbers for people, which is interesting. Mr. Farrakhan would say that to Lloyd Strahan back in the 80s or early 90s. So, no respect to Lloyd, one of my teachers. Also, think of my brother here, get to crown the copper child, Mike. Make sure you give him a call or text him at 212-256-1358. That's 212-256-1358. Show him some love. Show him that love, and he will definitely help you out. Show him that love, and he will definitely help you out. Also, let's see. The next one, we want to big up a sister, Janelle Lewis. Janelle Lewis, if you want any real estate throughout New York City, throughout the tri-state area, the tri-state area is New York, it is Connecticut, it is Jersey. This is the person to talk to. Her name is Janelle Lewis, and her number is 347-866-1153. That's 347-866-1153. That is her number if you want any real estate. And if you want to deal with a natural gynecologist, this is the one, pedalwise.com. Pedalwise.com is a natural gynecologist that provide great stuff for ladies and all you sisters that might have tumors or whatever you're going to. This is the system to deal with. Save 10% with the coupon code KING2020. That's save 10% with coupon code KING2020 at www.pedalwise.com. All right. And of course, to promote just want to remind everybody is as this show, as we welcome guests on this show, we want to make sure that everybody knows content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Yeah. So that's very important that we know that and keeping going off. And sister says, okay, I got you, Sister DeNise. I do see you now, Sister DeNise. I got your text. And I think it's working a little bit better, but we're going to have some fun here. Don't worry. That was me. Also, if you want to do a numerovation session or consultation, please text me 347-496-1022, 347-496-1022. For my book on Amazon, please go to get numbers. People numbers are simple, people complicated, and there's no promotion back and all this just right. And children's book is numbers our book and he been through a lot. He with his five. So yes, that's what's back on. I'm back on. I'm coming in, family. I'm coming in because we got our special guest. I'm going to bring on first my partner in Vibes right now. I'm going to bring up my partner in Vibes. I want to say assalamu alaikum, peace, shalom, Islam to everybody. I see my peoples out there. I see Empress Aisha in the building. Empress Aisha, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I have a little technical difficulties over here, but it's all good. We're gonna make it happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I see my two guests in the room, and we get ready to bring them on. Okay.
All right. It's all right. It's all right.
All right. I see them. I see them. I see them. My sisters. I'm getting ready to bring them on. First and foremost, this sister has been on my show before. I'm gonna bring her on. I'm gonna bring this aromatherapeutic sister coming on right now. She's out of Houston, Texas. She got a great mental health for depression book that's out there. I read it fully. It's a great job she's doing, of course. And she is a student of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. We want to welcome right here the one, the only DeNise Renee Muhammad. Hey, DeNise, how you doing? Assalamu alaikum. I can't hear you. Your mic is muted. Your mic is muted. I need to unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yes, sir. Wa alaikum salam. How are you two beautiful beings today?
All the good stuff. Yes.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me bring on my other sister because she's new to this, but she's true to this. Not only is she from out of Montreal, Canada, but lives in New York with a beloved husband, one named Jibriel Muhammad. I've known for years. I want to welcome Sister Nia Muhammad in the building. Sister Nia, assalamu alaikum. Gotta give you a round of applause.
Yes.
All of y'all beautiful people. I am in the midst of beauty. That's why I love this. I love the beauty.
Wow.
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Everybody can hear me. Well, of course, this is a tribute to one of our greatest spiritual, not only healers, but also organizers. Today is his birthday. He would have been 123 years today. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the man who wrote this book, Theology of Time. You know what it is, family. Let's give him a round of applause. Of course, we got to give the messenger a round of applause. My applause button just went out of hitch right now. So let's make sure we get them going on. Hit applause. Let me make sure I got the applause popping. There he is. For the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, we got to show that to him. Theology of Time is one of the books.
That's right.
And Message to the Black Man, How to Eat to Live 1 and 2, The Fall of America, and Our Savior Has Arrived. Big up to the messenger. All right, good. Now, I'm honored to have all of you here with us, and we're here, and I'm just elated because I know Sister Nia, this is your first time here.
Yes.
And I wish your beloved husband could have been here with us because he never been on this channel either. So I'm just honored to have you, sister. How are you feeling today, sister?
I am well by the grace of Allah, enjoying our Savior's Day, and my husband sends the greetings even though he couldn't make it.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum. Matter of fact, I bought this hat from him. I bought this crown from him back in the days. Oh yeah. That's my brother. Also, Sister DeNise, how are you doing today? Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope everything is well. How are you feeling in the Savior's Day today?
Wa alaikum salam. I am wonderful. All is well. It's beautiful and sunny here in Houston, so it's been a good day. Good day.
Okay, good. And I want to introduce y'all to my partner, Sister Empress Aisha Amor. We got Aisha. Go ahead.
Assalamualaikum, my sisters. Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Oh, DeNise, you in Houston. That's where my family's at.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's where I was.
Yes.
So that's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
So my sisters.
I'm sorry.
What you said, Sister Aisha?
Where you living at, Sister Nia?
We're actually in New Jersey.
Oh,
Okay.
We live in New Jersey, but my husband is from Brooklyn. Brooklyn all day. Just
Brooklyn.
I am originally from Montreal, Canada, and
I used to live in Montreal, so I'm so proud of the Montreal crew that I've helped with a few times back in the 90s. So I'm so happy to see somebody from Montreal representing Montreal.
yes, sir.
So Montreal was a rough place back in the 90s.
I remember. My parents took be in the house, but I remember.
Yeah. I mean, I got arrested in Montreal because I was in the nation, and we held back a crowd. Well, what happened? We was doing security, and a police officer did not identify himself when he was coming into the venue. And so we pat him down, and he said, "You're not supposed to pat down the officer." Well, you didn't identify, so they had me arrested.
Wow.
But in Montreal, the French guys out there, the French white boys, or something else.
They really are.
I know. But moving right along, let's forget all about that. Let's keep it moving now. My sister, first question to both of you. I'm going to start off with you, Sister Nia, and then go to you, Sister DeNise. When did you get into the Nation of Islam? When did you decide to accept the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Please.
Yes, sir. Well, I actually joined when I was 20, I believe, 19 or 20. And it's funny because I got my ex, and then like 2 or 3 weeks later, I received Muhammad at Savior's Day. So that was quite a blessing. But yes, sir. I was raised in the church, and I started to have questions about what I was being taught. And the more questions I asked and the more questions people couldn't answer, I started to, seek knowledge for myself. And it was actually our brother Clifford X, may Allah be pleased with him. He went hardcore. He was very arduous into getting into the teachings, and we used to battle a little bit back and forth because I knew the Bible and he knew. We'd go back and forth and chat. But it was actually when I decided to come out one day to a class, and I saw the MGT, and they were on their way, and they were leaving the building, and that's really what made me realize, oh, okay, there's more to this than I thought. And so I came out to a study group, and brother, let me tell you, when I came into the study group, the sisters came around me and like they all hugged me, gave me the greetings, and there was so much love, and the energy was it was so pure, and that's
sis, when you speak of Brother Clifford or Khalifa Muhammad Al, he was my best man at my second wedding, and before he even became Muslim, I was the one that that by the grace of Allah that gave him that guidance, and he went towards Islam. And of course I'm tearing up because he took, we all know what happened. He passed on recently, and our brother was a strong soldier, man, and when he was under those teachings, man. And I really, and when we was building that study group back in those days, it was through of course bringing in Dr. Khalid back in '90s, at that actually catapulted that whole study group was Dr. Khalid Muhammad. We as a team bringing in Dr. Khalid together. So he's going to be missed. Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't even get to him before it all happened, but we keep it pushing, we keep it moving and doing well. But I want to thank you for that, just telling us that story. Sister DeNise, and you please let the audience know how you got into the Nation at your time too, please.
Yes, I was introduced to the Nation actually through a Final Call newspaper. I was at the beauty salon getting my hair done. And the brother there, he was affiliated or going to the mosque. So he had Final Call newspapers in his salon. So I picked one up and read it, and I opened it. Immediately it opened to the minister's article, and it happened to be the article where he did the women's only meeting in Atlanta. And so I read that article, and it just captured me. Like, it captured my attention. I went home. I ordered at the time it was VHS tape. So I ordered the lecture on the VHS, and I couldn't wait to get it. And I got it, and I listened to it over and over again, so much so that I had a dream that the minister was speaking to me in my ear. And you know, a little time went on, and I told my friend, I'm like, I got to get to the mosque. Where's the mosque? I want to be a Muslim. I want to be whatever Farrakhan is. That's what I want to be. So when I did make it to the mosque that day, I stood up and accepted my own from that day forward. And that was in 95, right before the Million Man March, is when I actually got registered in 96. And I never did get an X because that year the minister was giving out the Muhammad names. So I got my Muhammad name while I was really still processing. And then a few months after that Savior's Day, my letter came back and I was accepted. And I'm DeNise Renee Muhammad. So that's my journey. And since 96, I was not 26 at the time. And it's been wonderful. It's been amazing.
That's beautiful.
That
I have some announcements. DeNise, what were you doing before you became a Muslim? Where were you?
Before that, let's see, I was in my 20s. I had just graduated college. I was living here in Houston. Just graduated college and got a job, got hired on at Continental Airlines. So I was, grew up in the church. I was the church Sunday school secretary. So I was raised in the Baptist church. And so I'm the only one in my family, that accepted the teachings. I was the first in my family to accept the teachings. And that's what I was doing prior to in the world. In the world. But I'm so grateful, and I thank Allah that I came in at the age that I was. I was 25 when I initially accepted, and I've been going strong. Praise be to Allah ever since.
Mm. You got any more questions, Sister Aisha?
Go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, sister, I dubbed this the messenger's effect on humanity, because a lot of people don't know that he really affected humanity, because even Europeans had to listen to who he was. You know what I'm saying? Right. They had to adhere and respect someone coming out of Sandersville, Georgia, being somebody who came out of a Christian family himself and married a great woman. And I'm glad we have the women here, because a lot of women would think that Islam is subjective or keep the women down. But in the Nation of Islam, it's not like that. I've noticed that in Arab Islam, but it was never like that in the Nation as an active member myself. Right. Please, Sister Nia, explain how has it been as a sister in the Nation of Islam, and how has it been for you as far as excelling in business, excelling in what you do as far as an entrepreneur? Please explain that to the audience.
Oh, yes, sir. Brother, it's been an amazing journey. Not just my journey through Islam, but my journey in womanhood, paralleling with Islam. And one thing that the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught for me is just simply to accept your own and be yourself. And, growing up in a community where there were times I felt like I didn't really fit in, we have different standards, we have different cultures, but it was really when I came to the MGT and GCC class that I saw that there were other young women my age who also desired to have the same values and attributes, and to just have that training to be a part of a culture, part of civilization. And so that was very imperative. That was very important to me at a young age and throughout my journey, especially being able to raise my daughters in the teachings. But there was a table talks that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did, September 11th, 1973. And in it, he's saying that she reigns supreme, I think. She reigns as queen in the nation. Mm-hmm. And he says that, basically, not to paraphrase, but he's saying that, he basically gave us a teaching and a training to culture us, to refine us, that we can go anywhere in the world and everyone's going to know who we are. and hearing what we represent, and they're going to listen to us and they're going to respect us because of the way we dress, the way we speak, and yeah, that's really, in a nutshell, for me, what it's done for me so far. And by the grace of Allah, the journey's continuing, especially now. I'm really getting more rooted and more, foundation in my business. And it's like everything I'm learning in the nation and the way Elijah Muhammad set up his businesses and his training is really helping me to go forward in my business. So I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful for the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, thank you very much, sister. And also you, Sister DeNise, what was your experience in the nation? Because like I said, a lot of people think it's subjective and women are put in the background. But when you go into a Muhammad's mosque or Muhammad's temple back in that, sisters sat across from brothers right in the same line. Everything was, they wasn't behind and all that kind of stuff. Please explain your experience, please.
My experience, it's been beautiful. Because that's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches, that a nation can rise no higher than its woman. And the minister definitely teaches the value of the women. He teaches us that, there's no limit to what we can do, in righteousness. So it's been wonderful. It makes you want to learn and continue to read and just expand your mind. And, we're taught to study all the sciences of life, to actually master the sciences of life. So there is nothing, I've never felt like I was being hindered, suppressed, or anything like that. So it's been wonderful. And I've always had that entrepreneurial spirit. And so when I read in Not How to Eat to Live, in Message to the Black Man, about doing for self and business and how we were never taught the science of business. So it just makes me want to learn even more and delve deeper, especially in the area of how to eat to live with, health and wellness. It's wonderful.
Sister Empress Aisha, I want to ask you a question because you came from a different form of Islam back in the day also.
Yeah.
And I want to because a lot of people, and I came from various forms of Islam, from the Nation of Gods of Earth, from the Ansar, and then the Nation of Islam. I went through a whole bunch of them, not looking for God, but understanding that we are the gods here walking on earth, doing what we got to do,
right.
And that there's a higher God than us. But Sister Aisha, which sect of Islam did you come from? Did you come to Sunni or Shiite? What was your family or your father into back in the day?
Sunni. They were
Sunni, please, because I know Siraj, Imam Siraj Wahaj, who's a very good friend of Mr. Farrakhan. So please speak about your experience in Islam back in those days. Oh yeah, I'm interviewing you too.
This is beautiful. I've never had a platform where we have different backgrounds as far as Islam. So this is amazing.
It's a family affair. It's all family. Go ahead.
That's right.
I can say for the most part, it was a beautiful experience. The sisters that I was raised with and the Muslim community, the women, they were very wholesome, they were basically like my aunties. So, and it was also a lot of conflict because when you have like the African American community coming into Sunni to practice as a Sunni Muslim, you also take it on a whole nother culture, a whole nother, way of life. And that was a conflict of interest being raised in America. There's you taught, that, one culture is better than the other. So I kind of felt lost as far as my culture and as far as where do I fit in that, like, as a woman, as a melanated female, I felt like I didn't feel like I fit in Islam because I always want to know where did I fit in, where's the Black woman, where's the Black man in this. So, and I saw that a lot of African American, they had what basically as females we grow up feeling like our brothers are not good enough because they're not the Arab Muslim men. We feel like we need to find a husband, but that husband should be as close to an Arab in his thinking than a Black man. So it's as I got older, these are the things that I had to reflect on that I did not pay attention to when I was younger.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, I commend, because I've come through a form of that, and I think, a lot of people don't know that it was, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taking Islam and doing what he had to do to make the Black man whole again. And
right.
they weren't doing it. They weren't doing it because they wanted to control us, but making it whole again. So I'm glad that you at a young age recognized you didn't see yourself in it at that time. And I think that's important. That's important because
right.
a lot of cultures, if Black people don't see themselves, we always go to, when we see Christianity is always a white Christ. You go to Hindu, you see the Indian Christ. You go to Asia or Chinese, you see a Chinese Christ or whatever. But we never see who we are and what we are. So that was very, very key. Now, you beautiful sisters, my sister Nia and sister DeNise, I'm going to ask you a question about one of the great women of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who actually was the one who guided him to the Nation of Islam, and that was Queen Mother Clara Muhammad. We got to show that respect.
Yes.
Her birthday is coming up on November.
That's right. Absolutely.
I know what it is. Don't try to play with me.
Right.
You, Sister Nia, have you ever really studied the life of Sister Clara? Did you know a lot about Sister Clara, and what did you get out of her life? Because she was a very strong woman under the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and she stood next to a man all the way through. Please.
Wow, Mother Clara Muhammad set such a beautiful example for us about resistance, endurance, steadfastness, support. She really laid the foundation, and really the rest of us sisters in the nation, we're standing on her shoulders because of the sacrifices and everything that she did for the nation. And she wore so many different hats, and she knew when to wear the hats. She knew when to exercise strength and femininity, because at one point she, when the messenger was in prison, she was over the nation, and she had to be over brothers and sisters, but she did it with femininity and she did it with strength. And there's a great lesson in that, because like we learn in the Bible, a soft answer turneth away wrath. And so we need to know how to, as women, we need to know how to exert our power and our strength, but always through femininity. And that shows submissiveness and humbleness, not only to, the supreme Allah, Allah, King Person Muhammad, but also to our brothers, because the Black man is God. And when we're speaking to our Black men, we have to speak with a certain level of reverence and respect. I mean, they go through so much in the world, they don't need that from us. So for her to, be in that position and still, what she had to do, that's such a wonderful example. She was a wonderful mother to her children. She got to meet Master Farad Muhammad, like that, and to recognize who he was, and to be able to have that one-on-one guidance with him. I'm just thankful for Mother Clara Muhammad for all the sacrifices that she made and the foundation she laid for us. She's truly a blessing and inspirational.
And what's so interesting, she accepted Islam first.
That's right.
And what's so funny, in correlation, Minister Farrakhan's wife accepted Islam first also. People didn't see that connection. But at the time, when the messenger was going through that whole prison thing, she used to write out the Quran and bring it to him.
That's right.
Ain't that something? That's a sister there. That's an empress there. The Quran is, remember now, the Quran is 14 chapters and surahs, 114 surahs. So to write all that out to the messenger so he could read it was a powerful move. You know what I'm saying? That was a powerful move. That's what. Now, Sister DeNise, from your perspective, how did you feel about Sister Clara Muhammad and her sacrifice she made for the nation all those years? Please.
everything Sister Nia said. I mean, seriously, it's amazing. And one of the stories that I read is how she went and got the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He had passed out on the railroad tracks, and she went and picked him up and carried him home. That's love, that's strength. Her, as you said, she was the first to accept Islam, and her referring him and letting him know that this man, you have to come hear him. And if it wasn't for her hearing that and going back to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and letting him know about it, where would we be right now? That's just powerful to me to think about. Like, where would we be if Mother Clara hadn't heard these teachings?
That's right. And that's it. That is a powerful. I'm glad you brought that story up about picking him up and he was laying on the train track, because a lot of people don't know the messenger suffered from alcoholism. A lot of people don't know that. And it's just to show you what a man and a woman. It wasn't just him. What a man and a woman that were able to raise nations after that, nations of people after that. Because if it wasn't because of the messenger, you wouldn't have heard about Muhammad Ali. You wouldn't have heard of Khalid Muhammad. You wouldn't have heard of Sister Tanetta Muhammad, who was also one of his wives. You wouldn't have heard about, of course, Joe Tex, or even Nicky Barnes, and a lot of the gangsters was also under the messenger, or at least they respected the messenger's teachings. And of course, Malcolm X, we can't take that away. Right. A lot of the great sisters that's coming out, like Sister Ava Muhammad, some great sisters, and yourselves. And I'm just happy, and that's why we're saluting him today on his 123rd solar and cosmic return. And I'm not going to keep y'all long, of course, but I just want to make sure that we show that love. And I'm glad it's the sisters and not just me, Sister Aisha, Empress Aisha, did you have a question, my sister?
Yes. You know what? I feel that Sister Naya and Sister DeNise has a message for us. And I would like to know, what is your message? Sister Naya, if you would like to, share something with us, Sister DeNise, I know that something's in your spirit that you want us to know, that you want to speak. So we want to hear it. Let us have it. We need it.
Yes, go ahead, Sister Naya. You first, Sister Naya.
Oh, yes. That's it's powerful, but we believe as followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad that he is still with us. He is still leader, guiding us in the nation of Islam, and that we still believe he's with us. We work in his spirit, and we strive to live up to everything that he desired for us to be in, building our own nation. And as a Muslim girl in training in the general civilization class, I know that I couldn't be who I am without his teaching and without him meeting Master Muhammad and all the sacrifices that he made. The first book that I actually read by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was Our Savior Has Arrived. And that book was very, very important. It was very special to me at that time, because I used to go to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also Mormons.
Wow.
I get everybody, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'll give everyone a minute on that one. But, I used to be in that. I was raised in that church, and I'm not going to knock what I learned in that church, because it opened the ways for me to think for myself, and it did give a foundation.
Right.
It was a gateway. So I do appreciate everything that I've learned and what I gained there. But there were some issues, and even as a child, I was able to see that. And one of the things that the church still teaches is that Black people, were cursed through Ham. And, the church has temples, but at one point, Black people weren't allowed to go to the temple, and they couldn't have a priesthood. And being a Black child, that never sat well with me. And they also taught that Joseph Smith was visited at 14 years old by God and Jesus. And of course, they were going to be white. And so even as a child in Sunday school, I would say, but the Bible says that Jesus would have hair like lamb's wool and feet like burnished brass. So how could he look like, this depiction that you're giving us? And so it wasn't until I read Our Savior Has Arrived that not only did I learn of who the true Savior is for our people, but that, we are all Allah's and we are all saviors. And through the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we all are going to arrive and be able to build our nation and bring everybody, back to accepting their own and being themselves. So,
That's right.
yes,
Sister DeNise, that question is also to you from Sister Empress Aisha. Please go ahead.
Yes. He came, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Master Fard Muhammad came and taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and they set us apart. They immediately set us apart from if we follow the teachings as taught to us, it's to set us apart from the world. So he will recognize us, and he said we can sit ourselves in heaven at once. He said the hereafter for my followers is now. So if we adhere to what he has taught, we follow our restrictive laws, we follow how to eat to live. He came and gave us long life. We're taught Jesus came to give us life and life more abundantly. And that's exactly what these teachings do. It gives us life. It teaches us how to live, how not to be savages, so it's just beautiful. It's so much. We have a firm foundation to stand on, and we just, study these teachings and even go deeper into it. And of course, not just study it and keep it to ourselves, but share it with our people. We have it. We have the keys to life and life more abundantly.
And you know what's so interesting? Can everybody hear me? Can still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's so interesting, I get a lot of slack from even now because I support everybody. I do believe myself to still be a member of the Nation of Islam internationally because of my teaching. That's why I never disrespect the Messager's teaching, because it was the Messager's teaching that saved my life and saved my family's life. I mean, at the house of my former wife, who's in the Nation of Islam, and and that's just to show you how we still have that camaraderie. A lot of people give me slack about, who Master Quran was and him being European, but they don't know the history of his father being that black man, our father's own, being who he was, and then why they came together to manifest Master Muhammad was and did in this lifetime, especially over here and crossing over and teaching the black man and woman in the wilderness of America. How has it been with trying to help guide your people to understand, or our people to understand that whole concept? Because a lot of people, they still have it wrapped around their head. But if he wasn't who he was, then we wouldn't be who we are today. Or the message wouldn't be who he is. The minister wouldn't be who he is. The greatness that came out of that team.
It was real choppy. I couldn't really connect or hear what he was saying.
Brother King Simon, you there? Maybe his connection went off. I think, I don't know what happened. We're going to get back into it.
Okay.
So just, you know what? I feel that Sister DeNise and
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, you back? Okay. Brother King Simon, your
I went out.
It wasn't
choppy.
Okay. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm in the boondocks. So, I was just saying, how did you defend those teachers? People come and ask you about the Master Fard Muhammad and who he was and what he looked like. Sister Leah?
Oh yes, sir. I didn't really I never really had that problem so much, but in that situation, because we waste a lot of time. Like, we have so much work to do.
Yes.
In that situation, I really just strive to be a manifestation of the teachings. I try to just be, let my testimony and my works show my faith and show the capability of what we can do. Because sometimes people, they want to look at, the things on a micro level, and they want to look at like details that don't really affect us as a whole, and understand, well, we have a greater mission, just like Master Muhammad had a greater mission. Like, he came with he came as Black, he came as white, he came to bring freedom, justice, and equality to everybody. He came represent. He had to come as a disguise, because he had to be able to slip in and do what he had to do, to study, to raise us, to watch us. Like, he had a purpose, and so
Incognito.
right,
Yes.
exactly.
Right.
Like Khaled used to say, cognigro.
So, like, I share all that, but for the most part, I really just try to manifest the teachings and show, what the teachings are, what it could do, who we can become. After I lay that foundation, it's like, okay, I'm not going to keep going back and forth. Like, just try it. Like the messenger says, take it or let it alone. So
Right.
Take it, try it, try it in your life. And if it doesn't work, then, like he says, you let it alone.
Sister DeNise, same thing.
Right. Yes, I've never had that question or situation come up. But if I did, I would just strive to show them from scripture. If they're Christian, if they read the Bible, I would try to, I would show them from scripture. But the back and forth arguing over it, I don't do that. I don't do that, and it had to be a God to come to raise up Black women and men, to cover ourselves, to want to live a respectable life, a respectful life, to just change our whole mindset like that, to stop eating pork and to stop going to the clubs and, getting up on Saturday morning, the sisters going to an MGT class on a early Saturday morning at 9 a.m. when usually we want to sleep in and we have all these chores we want to do, but we're up in a class at that time. So it had to be a God to come to make us want to get up and put our headpieces on and look all pretty going to the mosque.
Exactly.
That's evident right there.
Yeah. And you say MGT class and you say GCC class.
Yes.
Please, our audience to know what that is. A lot of people don't know what the MGT and the GCC stand for. Please.
Yes, it's Muslim Girls Training and General Civilization class. It's the class that was set up for us as women to be re-educated. Completely re-educated, how to take care of our husbands, how to clean our houses, take care of our children, and how to act at home and abroad. We're taught how to sew, how to cook. So we are being totally re-educated.
That's amazing.
In that class.
And Brother Simon, the slack I did get, if any feedback, was, why are you calling Muslim girls in training? Aren't you grown
right,
women? I've got you too, Sister DeNise.
Yes.
I've got that a lot. I've had to defend that more than Master Muhammad. But I would just tell them that, what does the Bible say? Unless ye be as children, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven, right? And so it's the mind and the heart of the child that's open, that's receptive, that is obedient. We have that mindset as little girls because we want to take on that mind of Christ. And so it's not to say, biologically, chronologically, well, how old are you? It's really our heart, our minds, it's our spirit to be open and receptive to the teachings. So that, and it's also a continuous progress. We're Muslim girls in training, not Muslim girls trained. It's not like you know, you go to a class, that's a wrap. Like, we're constantly
Right.
emotional. We're learning just like
Evolving.
the universe, just like the earth revolves, you know. So we keep that mindset, that youthfulness, that we want to be open. So that's something I've had to defend more than anything else.
Well, sisters, I
Absolutely.
want to make sure, Sister Aisha, do you have any more questions before I make the outfit?
I want to know more about Sister DeNise's business.
Yeah, that's what we were going to talk about. That's right. We're going to close out with their business.
Okay, well then there we go.
Okay, and I want to close out with both of your business. Like, first of all, Sister, we're going to go to Sister DeNise and then Sister Nia, and then we're going to deal with that. Sister DeNise, of course, you are an aromatherapist, and of course, we contact Sister DeNise Renee Muhammad. Please go to her Linktree /Denise_Renee_Muhammad. Her business number is 713-482-1624. That's 713-482-1624. And her cash app is $DeNise, $Denise Soul Purpose. DeNise Soul Purpose. Now, tell them about your aromatherapy and your business first before we go to Sister Nia. Go ahead.
Yes, aromatherapy. With aromatherapy, it's the use of essential oils. Essential oils are distilled and extracted from the plants, flowers, trees, roots. And I call it God's medicine, because you can use these essential oils medicinally to support your mind, your body, and your spirit. So you might be using it, say, to help balance your support your blood pressure, but it's also going to soothe your mind, you know, give you that mental clarity. So we use these essential oil, this aromatherapy. It's a real therapy. Holistically, it supports your mind, body, and your soul.
Great, my sister. And now you, Sister Nia, I'm going to get you to contact Sister Nia Muhammad, Computer Girl, that's GURL.com, or you can email her at nia@computergirl.com. And for her beautiful and handsome husband, the brother Jibriel Muhammad, good friend of mine, Bookstore.com is his. And those that know Respect for Life, he used to be on Nostrand Ave. Now he's online doing it worldwide. And of course, if you want to go to Respect for Life and hit him up on his bookstore number, you can actually contact Brother Jibriel at 347-690-9042. That's 347-690-9042. And don't forget LostSheep1.com. Him and his brother Mustafa be doing the music, be doing the product, they be doing their thing. So now tell us about your business, Sister Nia, please. Go ahead.
So, I'm Computer Girl, and I must give credit to my husband because he's the one who named the business. He came up with it. And I do web design, graphic design, video editing. I'm moving into remote assistance, like being a virtual assistant, some light administrative work. I mostly work from home, but I can go in the office if there's work that needs to be done. Well, during these times, as long as everyone's following the COVID-19 guidelines, you know, I could do that. And yes, that's what I do. So, and everyone, and as you mentioned, my husband, you know, Jibriel Muhammad, he has a Respect for Life bookstore where you get conscious books, health books, history books, just name it and he can get it. And, you know, Lockheed Productions, The Beats Behind the Minister, even my brother-in-law, Brother Mustafa Muhammad, they've been doing it over 20 years, and they even had the opportunity to meet the Honorable Farrakhan and Mother Khadijah, you know, and they love it. So yes, sir, that's where you can support us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my sister. And and to her, you know, because I've known Jibriel a little longer than her, and Jibriel has always supported me. He's had my books in his store for years. When I first wrote my first book, and Jibriel has been the DVD man. He had everything back in the day. So we used to go and support him, and Sister Shanita Muhammad, big up to her all the time. Enough respect to her. I got to call her, matter of fact, to make sure she's all right. You know, I got to check on my sisters. And also, I want to bring up to Brother Mustafa, because those are two brothers that always supported me in what I've done in my promotion and my production. And I just want to thank both of you for this great event, sending the salute and tribute to our dear, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And of course, the building, of course, of what he's done and the legacy that he's left over these many years. And of course, to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I want to thank both of you and applaud both of you. I do want to applaud both of you because it's important. Applaud both of y'all.
Yes.
Coming through. I got applause button. That's right. I got applause button. Yeah, I got applause button. I pay these people. I pay these people. Thank y'all very much. Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity to be on the show and to be able to build with the family and learn more about my sister's business. I'm gonna hit you up.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna hit you up about web design. I've been looking for a web designer, so that's interesting. So I didn't know, and now that I know, yeah, you too, right? And Sister Aisha, also, y'all looking for web design. So you got business right here,
right?
All right, sisters. All right, y'all be safe, okay?
Okay, you as well.
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, y'all be safe. Yes. Our beautiful sisters, want to thank them once again for being on our show. Sister Aisha, did you have a good time, Empress?
Yes, I did. It was beautiful.
Oh, how you been? You all right?
Yes, I'm great.
Well, you know, I got to big up your thing, of course, for spiritual upliftment, self-esteem consultation, or someone to speak with. Please contact Empress Aisha Amour via email at empressaishaammour@gmail.com. And remember, you can show love, spread some love to her via Cash App. That's $ Empress Amour. And remember, her PayPal is Aisha McBride @gmail.com to show that love via PayPal. So, you know, I'm so proud of you, sister. You're doing your thing. I know you do. I seen your feed. You're doing a lot of stuff, man. What do you have to share with the world before we leave here, sister? Hey, you know me now.
I said just laugh. Find a reason to laugh. Have a good time.
Exactly. Find a reason to laugh.
Yeah. Have a good time. Yes.
That's right. Have a great time. Enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid. That's right. This is that time too. People need to do that. Just want to remind people, please like, share, and subscribe to King Simon Presents and my new YouTube channel, the Numerovation Nation on YouTube, and also hit up my website at www. Of course, King Simon Productions. .wordpress.com. Also, make sure you, like I said, hit up our sister, also support her, and also make sure you support her products. Let's stop playing. Where's her products at? I know I got it up here somewhere. Bang, there it goes. Let me make sure you got your products now. Make sure you hit her up for the $1,000,000 adornments. When I say these earrings are orgasmic, it is. I'm saying what it is. You go and DM her at $1,000,000_ adornments, and I know she's revamping and doing certain things, but enough respect to her and what she's doing with her products. And thank you very much all the time. Now, anything you wanted to close out with before we close with prayer?
No, we're going good. Yes, I love beautiful sisters. I'd love to just give them a shout out once again. I appreciate their energies and to know about their business, and that's what this platform is about. You know, we got to show love and spread the love and support each other.
Right. That's right. Again, Sister Nia, she's a computergirl.com. You want a website done, you want graphics done, this sister got it for you. Make sure you support her. You can email her, Nia at computergirl.com. And don't forget her beloved husband, brother Jibriel Muhammad, Respect for Life Bookstores. Those who remember him on Nostrand Avenue in Herkimer. That's respectforlifebookstore.com. And of course, you could hit him up at 347-690-9042. That's 347-690-9042. And of course, LostSheep1.com. That's where you'll hear all the ministers' lectures behind music, like hip hop, R&B, and all that. They put that music so you can get that workout in while you're listening to the minister. That's what they do. You know, they put a lot of different lectures out there on the music too. So enough respect to him and his brother Mustafa all the time. And then let's go to Sister DeNise to contact Sister DeNise Muhammad or DeNise Renee Muhammad. Remember, aromatherapy is. I got two of her books, and I gave one away to a friend of mine who needed it because it was something that was dealing with depression, and she gave a basic, straight to the point breakdown of what herbs to use, what type of aroma to use when you're feeling depressed. Very good book. So make sure you hit her up at Linktree/Denise_Renee_Muhammad, or call her at 713-482-1624. That's 713-482-1624. If you want to contact and do a consultation with her. And also you can show us some love on Cash App. That's $Denise Soul Purpose. That's right. $, Soul Purpose. I like that. Soul Purpose. And I just want to let everybody know, pardon any tech issues that we had. I am in the countryside of GA or Georgia, and the Wi-Fi is going in and out on my part, but the sisters was holding it down. That's what the partner's for. Empress Aisha was holding it down tight like the Leo she is. As a matter of fact, Sister Nia is a Leo also. I forgot to tell her that. And also Sister Denise is a Leo.
Oh, wow.
All of y'all was out here. All you Leos. I forgot. I had all this fire around me. That's why,
That's amazing.
Word, ain't that because this is y'all time, man. Although this is the age of Aquarius, this is also the age of Leo on the other side of the spectrum, because Aquarius and Leos are opposite on the zodiac. So utilize that Leo energy or that Aquarius energy. One thing about the motto for Aquarius is I know, and the motto for Leo is I rule. So in order for you to rule, you better know.
Yeah.
Stop playing. You better know what you're talking about if you want to rule.
Yes.
Stay focused.
Yes, that's right.
You ready to close out with this prayer, beautiful?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to close out with Dr. Del.
It froze on us. I don't know if anybody can still hear me, but I can't hear you, King Simon. Oh,
You got me back? You got me? Okay, great. I know I went out for a little second there, but to continue the continuation of Dr. Delbert Blair's legacy, let me make this fast because I don't want the computer to black out. Please go to his official website at www.themetacenter2.com. That's www.themetacenter2.com for products for ELF and EMF protectors. Make sure you go to that website. And I want to big up everybody that came out to that Melanin Mondays with Red Pill and 19 Keys, myself, Sister Sister Imina, and she did a wonderful performance, and all the great vendors and everybody. My son came out. We had a good time over there at 640 Evans. It's owned by Tassili Cafe, Tassili Vegan Cafe. She owns this place now, and I spoke to Tassili. She was there. So we're going to be doing some stuff here in Georgia. So we're going to see if we can fly my girl Empress Aisha down so she could come on out to Georgia. Have a good time. You ready? You ready for Georgia?
I don't even know about that event. You see?
But that was here. You know, it was last minute. I was last minute, tell you the truth. I was last minute, and I didn't know that Professor Griff was there last week. And then Professor Griff, I hit Professor Griff up. I seen him on Instagram. I was like, what the hell? They doing something in Georgia right now? I could have been there. So once they found out I was still in town, they called me, and I co-hosted that event out there with 19 Keys, Red Pill, and we had a good time. His daughter, Pink Pill, his daughter's name is Pink Pill, which is cool. And Blue Pill was there. It was cool. And the DJ Fire was in the building.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Pink Pill. Oh my goodness, that's so cool.
They got a culture out here, man. ATL got a culture of people that's just conscious, just doing their thing. And they supporting businesses like you. That your earrings would go crazy out here.
Yes, I would love to relocate to Georgia.
Okay, we know what to do. I ain't gonna say no word. I don't want nobody to know too much stuff, but I'm gonna make a big announcement probably in the next month, and we're gonna be doing types of events out here in Georgia and all that. So I just want to make people know that I'm not playing. I'm here to do the work and help to heal people, because the retreats I want to produce healing retreats, meditation retreats, workshops with earring making and all that kind of stuff. We could do all of that. So we could. That's what one of my goals as far as what I'm about to manifest out here in Georgia. So we're gonna make it happen. So let's close out with this prayer, beautiful sister, and the prayer by Dr. Delbert Blair. You can say it, my sister. Go ahead, please.
Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now.
Thank you very much, my sister. Once again, let me give you a round of applause, and those beautiful sisters that was just here with me.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You be safe. I'll talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you later after we get off. Okay? I need to talk to you. All right. So be safe and give those children a hug for me. Okay?
Much love.
Oh, I ain't advertising no JC Penney's. Who that? JC Penney's just jumping on. Great. Free advertising. You better give me your money. All right, beautiful. Take care. All right.
Okay.
All right. That's my sister. That's my sister, Empress Aisha Amor. Of course, if you want to get the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's books, Message to the Black Man, How to Eat to Live 1 and 2, Fall of America, and Our Saviors Has Arrived. Very good book. And another good book, The Theology of Time, The Secret of Time. This was actually a recording that they transcribed into a book form. So big book. So you can also get it at Brother Jibriel's website too. You can definitely get all the books of the messenger right here at Brother Jibril's website. Let me put that up real quick. That is his website right there, respectforlifebookstores.com. That's respectforlifebookstores.com. Enough respect to Brother Jibril and what he's doing as beautiful Empress also. And let's big up some of these sponsors as we're getting out. Don't forget, you can get my book. You can get my book right now. You can actually pre-order it right now. And that's Numerovation for Mental Stability, Numerovation for Mental Stability. And it's only $40. I believe we're going to be doing a hardcover. So pre-order your book now so you can get the first 100 copies will be hardcover. And it's only $40. And you could go to paypal.me /the Numerovator, and please include your full name and mailing address in the PayPal notes section. Do not just send me a PayPal without your mailing address or your in your PayPal notes section, or go to my website, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. That's right, as King Simon Productions, right there on the bottom, .wordpress.com. And please remember, you can show some Cash App love, some PayPal love, or some Super Chat love right now if you want to. We can Super Chat and do all that kind of stuff and make it happen right here and right now. Also, we want to make sure we show some love to the other sponsors, Lloyd Strayhorn. Remember, one of the teachers, my brother Lloyd Strayhorn, world-renowned astronumerologist. Please sign up with his Udemy course. Go take his basic numerology course right now, because when my course come out, it's going to be intense. Enroll and join his class by going to his website by www.lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's www.lloydstrayhorn or lloyd-strayhorn.com. Also, you want those hats, you want those crowns, contact my brother, the Copper Child Mike L. That's Copper Child Mike L. That's 212-256-1358. That's 212-256-1358. Contact him right now. Also, if you want to deal with the natural gynecologist for all the sisters, and also anything dealing with viral cleansing and all that for brothers and sisters, you can go to pedalwise.com. Go to pedalwise.com, and please tell her we sent you. And don't forget, you can save 10%, the coupon code 10% with King 2020 at pedalwise.com. Show them some love and tell them that your brother King Simon sent you. Also, if you want some real estate, you can also get with the real estate lady right here, this sister here. That's the real estate lady, real estate Janelle Lewis. Give her a call if you want some real estate, or you want to get some consultation on how to get your own real estate finally, whether it's commercial property, whether it's residential property, whatever it is. 347-866-1153. That's 347-866-1153, and tell them that King Simon or the KSP family sent you, please. And those who want to get a Numerovation session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Get my book, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. Order on Amazon Kindle. And Numbers Are Simple, Our Children's Health is Important. Order that on Amazon and Kindle. And also, no promotion is bad promotion, and all publicity is good publicity. Get that on Kindle and Amazon right now. And remember, when you support me, you support Laila Africa and his wife. The legacy keeps on going. The legacy keeps on going. The legacy keeps on going. And like I always say, this show has a disclaimer, content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by the channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. One love, family. I want to get on out of here. I want to thank all of you. I want to take a step to the rear and get the heck all out of here and show y'all some love and thank y'all and be at peace. I am going to close. Am I going to close out with my song? No, I'm not going to close out with my song today because I had to delete that program real quick. And but if anything, I could just sing it on out. You know, like I always say, my song, One Life to Live, is a powerful song. So I say bye to you. I say respect to you. I say up, you mighty nation. You could accomplish what you will. And in the name of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, that's what he said. And in the name of Marcus, Honorable, the brother Khalid Abdul Muhammad, he says, regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God. We only have one life to live, and we have to live it. Don't even strive on negative vibes, because you won't make it no matter what they say. We should always strive to live a positive life anyway. See y'all next time. Make sure you support that Cash App, that PayPal, or that Super Chat. Love you, respect you, and stay above water, family. Peace. I'm out of here.